Hey guys, Jamiy, and today on Roblox we're playing some more Bubblegum Simulator, as you can see on the screen right now. And so today I'm going through all of the eggs, obviously, for the new Easter event in Bubblegum Simulator. So start with the basic egg laying. So for the basic egg, all it is, it's just around the spawn area. It can be behind the Inferno egg, it can be behind a couple of signs. It's very easy, just walk around the spawn room, and that is it for the basic egg. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so next up is going to be the bubble egg. So I'm going to do this in just clockwise order. This one, it says it's easy, but it's just really annoying. It is easy, it just takes a while, but you have to go to the Atlantis area and you have to jump and pop every single bubble in there. Some of them, or most of them, you can just reach without using the bubble gravity, so you can just jump and hit them at a normal jump height. But a couple of them, you have to use the bubble gravity, and it's so annoying to actually line up and hit them. It took me forever, but that's basically all you're going to do. When you pop all of them, you'll get a message on your screen saying, hey, you actually popped all of them, an egg will spawn next to the portal for Atlantis. It takes a while. If it doesn't pop up, it means that there's still like a couple of them around, so make sure that you have to go around and you have to pop every single one of them. But that is how to get the bubble egg. Next up then is the tree egg. For this one, I believe you can find it in any world that has trees in it. So I know that two of the spawns, one of them is in the very beginning on a tree, but I believe this egg might be able to spawn on any tree. But where I found it was actually in the Toyland, and you can fairly see it on the tree when you find it. It's pretty easy to spot it if you can. So again, that's it for the tree egg. Okay, next up one is the Scaredy Cat Egg. For this one, I believe again you can find it on any world, but for me, I have seen it in the spawn world, and I have where I found it was the beach. So for this one, it runs away from you, so you just have to like basically try and lure it into a corner where it can get stuck, and you can just pick it up. It's fairly simple once you get the hang of it. But yeah, for me, I found it in the beach, but I believe it can spawn again on quite a few places. Once you find it, it'll be in that place probably for the rest of the server. So if you can't find it, maybe just try server hopping and it should be fairly easy to find it from there. Okay, well, next up is the Waterfall Egg. For this one, you have to go to the new area, which is the Mystic Forest, and go right behind the waterfall. It's very simple. You can just walk straight behind it, and that is where you can find the Waterfall Egg. Again, very easy, and that is the last of the easy eggs. Okay, now the next egg is going to be the musical egg. For this one, you have to go to the rainbow world. There's a little piano at the back with like a little bit of music sheets. Also, if you can't read it, just click on the order that I tell you in. But the order that you have to click them on is red, yellow, blue, green, orange, blue, blue, dark blue, purple, and pink. Once you do it in that specific order, I'll have them in the description as well if you want to just have it pause the video and go look at that. But if you do it in that order, the egg will just spawn right in front of you and you can pick it up. But that is it for the music egg. Okay, so next up is the 8-bit egg. For this one, it's very simple. You have to go to the little area next to spawn, the new area with all the little minigame areas, and you want to go into the 8-bit one, the one where you like basically just jump over things, kind of like a Flappy Bird version, I guess. But all you have to do is get to around 200 points, and once you're there, the egg should spawn. I think it's about like 200, 215-ish, somewhere between there. But when you steal the egg, don't jump over it. I've done that a couple of times, but you have to actually land on it, and it'll end the game, and it'll reward you with the 8-bit egg. Fairly simple, that one. Okay, well, next up is the Egg of Friendship. I'm not actually too sure what this one is called, and to be honest, it's kind of the most annoying one, because you need friends to do it. So for me, none on my friends list really plays this game, so what I actually did was I hopped into a public server, I added 2 people in the server, and all I did then was I left the game and I rejoined them through the friends list, and the egg was just awarded to me, although I didn't get a pop-up on screen. This egg is very annoying, but that's basically what you gotta do. You have to have 2 friends in the server minimum. So that's what I did. I just added 2 random people in a server, and I left and just rejoined quickly before they left in case they did. And then also I just unfriended them after, so that's how to get that one. It's kind of annoying because you need multiple people to do it, but that's how to get the Egg of Friendship. Okay, so next up is the Egg of RNG. For this one, we need to get 3 doggy pets from the first egg in the game in a row, I believe. So it's kind of annoying. You actually can do this one with the open triple. So what I did was I just auto open triple, and eventually, basically, you'll open 3 doggy pets, but also, as you can see on mine, I didn't hatch all 3 doggy pets in a row. I think I opened 1 doggy pet in one free, and then the next 3 I opened I got another 2, so it's kind of weird, but I would definitely recommend opening 3 at a time rather than trying to get RNG to have 3 doggies one after one after one. Through the single version, it might be a little bit easier, but all you gotta do is open up the common egg enough times until you get 3 doggies in a row. I guess kinda annoying after a bit, especially if you have the RNG game pass. Okay, so next up is the Encoded Egg. For this one, Isaac actually posted on Twitter before the event came out just a random string of letters and numbers, and that was it. No one really knew what it was for, but all you have to do is you have to take that specific code and put it in the code tab, and it'll just reward you with this egg. So also you'll see it on screen, but I will also put it in the description as well. You can just go ahead and copy and paste that in. It should reward you the egg, and that is all of the medium ones. So now onto the hard ones. Okay, so next up is the Portal Egg. This one isn't very hard. It just takes a while. It takes like 10 minutes to do this one, but basically what you have to do is that in every single world, you have to go through every single portal. I don't think the new Easter event portal counts. I didn't do that one, and I still got it. But basically, you have to go through every single portal, and just to make sure, you might as well go back through the portal rather than jumping off from the top. So you have to go through every single portal, I believe, you don't have to do it in specific order, I don't believe, but you have to go through all of them. So I would just recommend do it in order. So I went from the first world, then also I went on to like the specific portals in the area, so I had the Mystic Forest as the last one, so I would just recommend do them in order. Just make sure that you don't miss any, because if you do, you might have to just go ahead and redo all of them to make sure that you didn't miss any of them, but once you get to the last portal, it should reward you with the Portal Egg. So again, not too difficult, but kind of annoying to do. Okay, so next up is the Rocket Egg. For this one, you have to go through the second portal in the first world, also the starting world, and also, well, you'll see, you can tell which portal it is. It's got a rocket on it, but basically what it is, there's a little input area with like 4 grey buttons. Also, every single one of the buttons is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and next to that, next to the astronaut, there's a ladder. For that one, you have to look at the ladder and specifically like see, okay, well, you have to start from the top and go to the bottom. The first one on my ladders were 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1. So let's look at how many like handles there are on the ladder, and you have to just put in that order. It's kind of easy, but it could take some getting used to if you're not, I guess, completely used to it. But fairly simple as well, not exactly too hard. It just might take you a couple of tries in case you input the wrong number. But that's basically all you gotta do for the Rocket Egg. Okay, then, next up then is going to be the Volcano Egg. For this one, you have to go to the underworld and go to the volcano. This one I left for last, specifically because of how, it's not really annoying, it's just that I started it at like the worst time, but basically, once every hour, if you go to the volcano exactly on the hour, the volcano will erupt and the egg will spawn on the very top of the volcano. The lava doesn't damage you, so you can just stand on the top, to be honest, but make sure that you have to go to the volcano on the hour, so make sure that you're in a server like 5 minutes beforehand, and just wait at the volcano. I left this one for last because I started, I think, like 10 minutes past an hour, so I had to like wait 15 minutes for this one, so I basically did every other egg before I got to this one. So yeah, not exactly hard, but you have to make sure that you're free like on the hour, on the dot, so kind of annoying, but whatever, but it's fairly easy to be honest. Okay then, and last up is the Treasure Egg, which is, I guess, the most difficult one. Once you get the hang of it, it should be like fairly easy, but first off, you have to go to the basic world, or the starting world, and you have to buy the pizza bubbles. It's kind of weird, I know, but once you take that, go to the beach world and go to the palm tree that has blue leaves. It's kind of like hidden in the corner, but once you do that, that is the first fragment that you can get. Once you've got the first fragment, then you have to go over to Toyland, and you have to jump over the wall, and there's a few line of blocks. You can click them, and they will change letters and go through the alphabet. You have to spell out Toyland in here. Once you've done that, go back to the worlds of the starting world and go through the third portal, I believe, where the alien is, and you have to say a phrase. I don't exactly remember the phrase, but I'll leave it in the description if you want to go and copy and paste that. But once you do that, there'll be a little area that opens up behind the alien. You can walk in and get your third fragment. And now for the fourth fragment, you have to go back to the starting world and purchase the blueberry bubbles, and then go ahead and take that and go over to the Atlantis world, go through the second portal where the bacon hair statue is, jump on top of the statue on the head, and you should get the last fragment that you needed. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and go back to the beach world, and then obviously you will go ahead and go back to the original chest that you got from the first after you got the first fragment. And once you do that, the chest should open, and you should be rewarded with the treasure egg. So fairly simple, but it can definitely take a while, so make sure you follow those steps. So that is how to get that, and once you've done that, now you should actually get awarded with the Easter Overlord, which also is fairly good for the stats wise. I don't think this Easter event has a new currency for their new eggs. I think they're just gems, so I'm not really too sure. Yeah, I haven't checked out that part. I just decided to do the eggs first, so I could also get like a pretty cool pair. But that is all that you gotta do for the Easter Overlord. It's fairly cool, and actually, if you were one of the first 25 people to do it, which I wasn't, unfortunately, you actually got a secret limited pet for that, which is actually fairly cool that they did that. But yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's not exactly like it kind of like sucks, but it's like whatever. Like I said, I was like a little bit late to doing this, but that's all you gotta do for all of the Easter eggs in this update. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.